Hello again. Thank you for choosing In My Shoes. I'm your host, Hilda K. Brody. I have a totally different topic today. We're used to having some things that don't make us really happy, and because we have to address issues that sometimes are difficult to cope with. But today we're going to try a whole new vein. As usual, I have a gift for my guest. His name is Adam Payne.
Hi.
I want to welcome you. We usually give our guests In My Shoes. It's unisexual. It's a shoe.
Cool.
And all of my guests are, I think, are angels. So we give an angel.
Thank you.
Okay.
Didn't expect
And
gifts.
we'll turn this off because I don't know how long the batteries last, but I know that it is battery operated. Okay. So, and we'll put your angel in this bag later on. Okay, now, I don't usually say a whole lot about my guests because I think that people can better communicate who they are and what they're about, and also because I'm TBI and I usually forget something anyway. And that's not, I'm not at a pity party. I just acknowledge that there are some deficits that I have. But we're broadcast all over the world. And I think that our people should get, our audience should get the full effect of who we are. So, my people, I would like for you to meet Mr. Adam Payne, who is a rock climber.
I'm a rock climber.
He's a rock climber. Okay, so you want to tell us a little bit about yourself and how you came to climb rocks?
Well, I'm 43 years old. I have ataxia, which is a neurological disease. And I was really into biking. And I thought that I would plan a cross-country trip. So in the process of planning that, I decided that I would need to sleep out, and I really didn't want to set up a tent because I thought that would be hard for me. So I went to EMS looking for a bivy sack, which is like a little just bag that you put your sleep bag in. It sleeps on the ground. It's like a tent. It's waterproof.
Oh.
They didn't have one in EMS, but they had Karima bats. And Karima is an amputee. She lost her leg to synovial sarcoma a bunch of years ago, about 5 years ago now, I think. And she was starting up this program as adaptive climbing at Brooklyn Boulders in Brooklyn, New York. And chatting, and she thought, well, hey, why don't you come by? So I did, and I've been climbing ever since. That was only 2 years ago, but I've been climbing ever since.
How high is this wall?
Well, walls at Brooklyn Boulders, they're short. They only got 26 feet. But I've been on walls, when I come outside in the gunks, I've been on multi-pitch climbs as high as 200 feet.
Ooh.
And that's pretty low. And some of my friends have been up in Yellowstone on big walls.
200 feet is low?
Well, once you get that high, you're going to die anyway, but, well, probably going to die. Actually, a friend of mine, Wendy, she had you meet all sorts of really interesting people being an adaptive climber. Wendy had a fall, she fell 140 feet.
Ooh.
And she's only partially SCI, spinal cord injury. She's a partial, and she didn't get paralyzed or anything. My friend Craig fell 100 feet, and he augured into the ground and ended up losing his leg.
He ended up losing his legs from the fall?
Yeah, well, from the stop at the end.
Oh, from the stop. Ugh. Ugh.
Yeah, he hit a tree on the way down. Bounced off the tree, and actually that saved his life because he didn't hit with fall force.
Ooh.
But he did auger into the ground, as far as I know.
That sounds kind of dangerous, though.
Well, Climbing is dangerous, but you know, if you minimize the risks, you do okay with it.
Is there some kind of training that they offer, or you just have to kind of?
Well, you kind of have to do it, but I am Blaze certified at Brooklyn Boulders. And truth be told, I had climbed a couple of months before. When I got out of college, I was working for a place called Kentmar in New Jersey. And they had to deal with the guy who owned a climbing wall. That was a new thing back then, so it wasn't a very good climbing wall. And I really didn't know what I was doing, so I only went up to 5'6". But when I got to the, and then I stopped once I got diagnosed. I climbed, I think, twice after my diagnosis. But once I got to a good climbing wall, people knew what they were doing. There are a lot of soft people around, and everyone, you pretty much know what you're doing. You learn a figure-8 knot, you learn to follow through on the figure-8 knot. And we have these things called locking carabiners. I don't know if you can see this, but they have a little lock on them so that the gate won't open.
Okay, so where do you hook that to?
Well, I'll show you. Okay. This is the belay strap right here on the belay strap.
Let me move this.
Sorry. And you just hook that in there. You hook in your belay device. It's called an ATC for air traffic controller, because you're controlling the air. Then you lock it down and it won't go anywhere. And then you're good to, well, you'd have rope, which I don't have with me. I don't actually. We got, actually, here, let me. What these are is they're made with 510 rubber, which is a special sticky rubber. And if you notice, they're not my shoe size. They're smaller than my feet.
Does it hurt?
Yes.
Oh.
After a while, I can wear these right now. I can wear them indefinitely because they're not incredibly small. But at first, I could only wear them for about an hour. And they're not really walkable. I mean, technically, I can walk in these shoes, but they have no padding in them at all. And they really don't feel good to walk around in. So I can walk for short distances. And the floor at the gym is padded, so I can walk on that. But mainly, when you're a rock climber, you take off your shoes and you go barefoot a lot.
Really?
Yes.
It sounds like torture.
It's not. It's not. It's really a lot of fun. I mean, it's a sport, and every sport has things that aren't good about it, but I wouldn't give up the feeling that I get once I get on the wall and actually do my climb. It feels wonderful.
People with disabilities have arrived.
We have.
I mean, because I know that I've had like a over 30-year plight with being disabled and being treated less than because of the disability, not because I kept saying, but I'm smart, and they kept saying, yeah, well, yeah, but I can't run.
No, I can't either. As you well know, that's why I arrived late today. But I can climb, and we have a joke at the gym, you know, you can always tell the adaptive climbing is in the room because people leave their legs all over the place. People walk around, who left this leg here? Why is there a crutch over here?
Well, I don't think you'll be climbing with a prosthesis on. So.
Actually, you do.
You do?
Well, I don't, because I don't need a prosthesis.
There are people
people who are low leg amputees climb with prosthesis. They have what they do is smaller than this, child sized. Just there are couple styles of foot that people climb in. They sticky rubber so they can stick onto the wall a little bit and smear, and it's a style.
So are the walls treated so that those shoes stick to it, or is it wet, or it's dry, or
it's very dry. Actually,
this is something very new to me.
Right here, I have all sorts of gear. It looks neat. This is my chalk bag.
It's a what?
Chalk bag.
Chalk. Oh, so that you can grip.
Yeah. You put the chalk on your hands and it acts like a dehydrator. It's very messy, so I'm not going to really open it up. But it acts like a dehydrator so that you can grip the rock better. And if it's wet, you basically can't climb on it.
Oh, okay.
Because a wet rock is slippery, and it's just not safe and not fun. Also, it's cold.
Okay, so you do indoor and outdoor climbing?
Yeah, I've done indoor, outdoor, I've done ice climbing. I do
Excuse me?
ice climbing.
Ice?
Yeah. It's a different type of climbing that you wear these really neat, they call them crampons. They're spikes, they put them on the bottom of your shoes.
Okay.
Or you wear special ice climbing boots, but they're like ski bindings, ski boots. And you also carry these 2 ice axes. I've only gone twice. It's a lot of fun.
Where do you do this?
Well, the first time I went was in Nashville, New Hampshire, on a rock called Cathedral Ledge. And the second time was in Colorado at the Ouray Ice Park.
Oh.
In Colorado, obviously. And that was great. That's a lot of fun. And I like Colorado because the walls are pretty sheer. It's a canyon with sheer walls on the other side, and it's kind of made by a river or stream that runs through the middle of it. But it's been around for a while, and not huge walls, but if they were huge, I think I'd die, and that would be bad.
Okay, so this is a natural wall, or
it's a natural wall. They have this thing called a penstock up top. It's a water pipe, and when ice climbing was just beginning, the climbers used to puncture the water pipe with their ice axes to make the water flow down so it would turn into ice, and then they'd have something to climb. And then the government figured out that they weren't going to stop. So they just put holes in the penstock so they would do it anyway. And now they controlled the water. But it's a really nice park.
Okay. So if somebody wanted to join you to try it, is it expensive or?
Well, we get a special deal because we're disabled, and having us at the gym brings a lot of exposure to the gym, which is all positive. So we get a special deal. We get $11 for our day pass, and that includes gear rental and everything.
Wow.
Yeah, because we don't expect everyone to have a harness or shoes or chalk bag.
That's very reasonable.
It is. Our leader, Karima, really fights hard for us, and she's a very good advocate.
And it's located in Brooklyn where?
On DeGraw Street. We're at 575 DeGraw Street.
That's what section of Brooklyn is that?
It's down by Gowanus.
Oh, down by the Gowanus.
It's really on the border between Park Slope and Gowanus on 3rd Avenue. They've been open there since 2009.
I'm trying to pitch, because I'm from Brooklyn. I'm saying, I can't imagine.
Well, they're relatively new, but it's an old newspaper office, I think, a warehouse. It's actually huge. It's 22,000 square feet.
That's huge.
And then I also do competition climbing, which is a lot of fun. And I do that because I'm good. Not great, but I'm better than some. And I've been doing this for a while. So I didn't bring my medals with me, but
You should have brought your medals. You should show off when you're
I
good.
know, but I forgot. Sorry. I climbed at the ABS. Well, I started my competition climbing career at the GoPro Games, but in Vail, Colorado, in 2013. But I did nothing there. I didn't win a thing. I was awful. And then I went home and I practiced a little bit more. I went to the ABS Naturals in Colorado Springs. And I won the gold.
Whoa.
And then, well, to celebrate, we went to Crested Butte and we went skiing for a couple of days.
Skiing?
Yes. I got a chance to try sit skiing. That was great. Great fun. And then I did the Paranationals, which are produced by USA Climbing. And at the Paranationals, it was fun. We all knew each other, and we had a great time climbing. It was in Atlanta, Georgia, and I won the bronze medal of the top rope climb.
Okay.
My main competition was Carlos. Carlos climbed like a beast that day. He won the gold, and Connor won the bronze, and I won silver, and I won the bronze. And then, because of the Paranationals, everyone who won a medal at the Paranationals got a seat on the USA Climbing Team USA. And that was in Gijón, Spain.
Spain?
Yeah, so I got a chance to go to Spain to climb. And the next one, which I'm hoping to do as well, is in Paris, France.
So you get to travel a lot and meet.
Yeah. And, you know, once you're on Team USA, it's not like these things are covered, but people will listen to you and give you money.
Okay.
Sometimes, if you ask nicely, which I'm working on.
So do you have fundraisers in order to...
We did. We had a lot of fundraisers for... we had fundraisers for the Adaptive Climbing Group because they had some business sending us there. And I had a personal page up on Crowd Rise. And I don't know if I'll do it again because it didn't really help much, but it helped a little bit, and it was nice. I got the money I needed.
Okay, so when will your next fundraiser be? France is next year or the end of...
It's in 2016.
Okay, so you have a minute to...
I have a long time, and I don't want to put the cart before the horse and say I'm definitely going because I have to win the Paranationals.
Well, I believe you're going to win it.
Well, thank you. That's one of us.
You're supposed to say, yes, I got this. I got this.
Oh, I am? I didn't know that.
Okay.
Okay, yes, I got this. I got this.
That's what I'm saying.
That's apparently what I'm saying, too.
You're brave. You're brave. I'm telling you, I have a problem with heights, so...
I had a problem with heights when I was a kid. I was working in the theater as a technician, and my director, who was a good friend of mine, realized I had a fear of heights and got me over it one night. She said, okay, Adam, there's a light up there, there's a light underneath, that light needs to be focused. We're all waiting. The entire cast and crew was waiting for me to do it. So I got over my fear pretty fast.
they would have just been out of place if they waited for me to do it. I'm not climbing.
I was 17, 16.
Oh, okay, okay.
I didn't think I was not going to die. I was immortal at that point.
When you're 16, yes, nothing can happen to you.
Right, pretty much.
Okay, so is there anything else you want to share about this? I'm so amazed. I'm just, I don't even know what questions to ask because I've never even seen anybody except on TV climb. And that was like, what, on a TV show that I'm not even sure if they were really climbing or if it was special effects or...
They were probably really climbing, unless you're watching Cliffhanger, or I don't know what they were doing in that, because I actually wasted time watching that movie the other night. And first of all, when your boat like lies on, you don't climb unroped, 14-foot overhang, 3,000 feet above a canyon floor. You just don't do it. And in hiking boots, no less. It's just not something you do.
It's not realistic.
Not realistic. And if you climb at all, you know that it's not realistic. When I first saw it, I thought it was cool because I didn't climb. Now that I climb, it's not so cool anymore.
Okay. When you climb, do you have to have like a buddy or somebody?
Well, yeah, I have to have a belayer. Even when I boulder, which is a different thing in climbing. It's a climbing without ropes. The walls are shorter, the problems are shorter, but it's a lot harder. And I'm not very good at it. And also because of my ataxia, it's the only time I'm going to fall back on ataxia. It's a crutch that I tend to fall wild. In fact, that's how I broke my foot. Because my right foot is kind of slightly broken. It's like a little bit pregnant.
Oh.
I took a chip out of it, and I think it's healed up, but I'm not sure. My doctor doesn't really want to tell me about it anymore.
He doesn't want to tell you about it? Or?
Well, I get the feeling that I'm kind of wasting his time. He said it'll take a while for it to stop hurting, because it hurts. But you're not going to damage it, because a small chip on the side of the foot.
So they didn't even put a cast on it?
They didn't put a cast on it. And this is a surgeon. I thought he would go in to take out the piece of the foot, but he didn't, because I looked at the X-ray, there's no piece floating around.
Okay, so and they didn't even put an ace bandage on it, or?
No, actually, I took the ace bandage off and never put it back on.
Okay, because how do you heal? I'm just, how does a bone heal? If
Well, I haven't climbed in 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Which is, I'm going back to climb again on Thursday.
Okay.
Oh, that's the other thing. The adaptive climbing group, we meet on Sunday night from 6 to 8 and Thursday night from 7 to 9. And our website is adaptiveclimbinggroup.org.
Okay. Okay. This is...
And if you look on there, they have gallery with pictures, and I'm all over the pictures. So, I climb a lot. So I'm there.
So when you go on Sundays and Thursdays?
Yeah, and when I'm training for competition, I started going one other day a week.
And you can go as frequently as you like, or is there a special time that only?
Because they consider me to be an elite climber, which I think is a joke, but they consider it, and I'm not going to dispute them with that. So technically, I think it's 60 days before competition I get to climb for free.
Wow.
I don't know if that only means the regular Sunday, Thursday sessions, and I still have to pay if I go other times, but. we'll find out when I do it. And also, seeing as I have competition coming up, I'm starting to meet with a coach on Thursday.
Oh, so they have coaches as well?
Well, yeah, because at this gym there are some real good professional climbers there. Sasha Julian comes there, and Nishima Shirashi comes there. And they have professional coaches. So I'm going to get one of those.
Okay, so it could get to be almost a little costly, or...
Well, that'll be free.
Oh, that's not costly at all. That's just time.
No, that's why I love Karima, because Karima is so good an advocate for us.
So she's going to integrate people with disabilities into the very fabric of the climbing world.
Yeah, and we've really come of age. Because I was watching some old footage of the world climbing events, you know, they've always let the disabled climb, but it used to be for speed and they wouldn't sit for us, and it was just not very good at all. And I think in London we had one representative, Ronnie Dixon, and in Holland, Spain, we had 14 representatives. We won 7 medals, and 4 of them were gold.
Wow.
So we've really come up. And next year was an off year. They were in London. We had 2 competitors, but one of them won gold. A friend of mine who climbs with me, his name is John Sidor. He's a good guy. He's a arm amputee. He lost his hand to a firecracker when he was young.
Wow.
M80, I think, went off in his hand.
I'm just trying to figure out how to get more of the youth involved with...
Well, what they were talking about, as disabled climbing becomes more and more mainstream, they were talking about having training camps for us, like professional cyclists, like most other sports do. Mm-hmm. Where we'd all get together and we'd meet our coach. Because our coach this year was a nice guy, but I met him on the day before I was climbing. So there was no coaching involved in it. It was all, you've done everything you can do up to now, so just keep doing what you're doing.
Oh. Because I just think that young people...
And he was a nice guy. He was nice about it. Where he was excited to work with the adaptive climbing group, but he didn't know us.
Okay. Okay, but now they know. They know.
Well, now he knows me. If I ever see him again, he'll know me at least. And I tried to bring some coaching out of him. We were at this practice wall in Spain, which I hated because it was really not good. The holes were old, they were greasy. There was no staff around, and they wanted us to provide our own ropes and our own draws. I don't lead climb. So lead climbing is when you go first and you put the rope in the carabine and the draws to protect yourself on the way up.
Okay.
And these were tall walls, and I just couldn't do it.
And this was the practice wall?
Yeah. I didn't think it was good. I wasn't impressed by the climbing available in Spain. Although, after the camp, we went to this smaller gym. It wasn't really a gym, it was set up for kids. It was like a party room. But it was fun. And they let us in for free, just take over the space when they knew kids weren't going to be there.
Okay.
And actually, I tried to lead climb there. That was fun. I had to go for a camera on my head, and it fell off when I fell off.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Do they have, like, okay, so you're indoors when you're climbing. Do they have, like, cushions or
Well,
pillows or...
all the gym floors are matted. They have mats that are about 6 inches thick, and they'll keep you from dying if you fall off the top of the wall. They're not going to keep you from getting hurt. What's going to keep you from getting hurt is if you do things right with the rope, and if you're safe. And if you're not safe, you deserve to get hurt.
Ooh, ooh. So do the coaches at least teach you how to fall? I know I went to fall school
Yeah. In Vail, and I didn't go to this, but they had set up a ladder for the adaptive climbers. They set up a ladder, and you climb up to the top of the ladder and jump off. And just to see that you weren't going to die when you hit the ground because it was all padded. And it'll work on the ways to fall. I didn't go to that because I arrived too late.
Oh, because I know that they have fall school. I don't know if they still have fall school. They had fall school 30-something years ago because I'm a graduate.
I never heard of fall school.
When I first became...
I'm very good at falling.
But they teach you how to fall so that you don't get hurt when you fall.
I'm very good at falling and not getting hurt.
Okay, so you didn't need fall school. I needed it.
I tend to roll up into a ball, and I don't bounce because I'm 43, and we don't bounce anymore at 43. But yeah, but I do roll up into a ball, and they protect everything that needs to be protected. And I amaze myself that I don't get hurt more than I do. Okay. I do get hurt quite often, but
because that's something that we were not taught. We were taught just go with the fall, don't fight the fall, because
well, definitely don't fight the fall.
If you go limp, then there's less chance of your getting hurt if you're limp because you're gonna just kind of.
Like I was at my mom's house over Thanksgiving, and they have a Japanese screen set up, and it's an old Japanese screen that she would have been very pissed if I had fallen and taken it out. And of course I fell, and I almost took it out, but I somehow managed to fight the fall and direct myself. And then I went limp. I fell. And she has concrete floors, which are not forgiving at all. And I didn't get hurt a bit. I rolled out of it. I don't have a lot of fat on me, so I know that didn't do it. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't get hurt.
Because you're blessed.
Could be. I doubt it, but it could be.
I have to think that if things don't happen to me poorly, it's because somebody's looking out for me, because sometimes I'm not looking out for myself. So, yeah, got the higher power doing it too.
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay.
I know.
I
tend not to believe in the higher power.
Okay.
Sorry.
Don't be sorry. That's everybody's entitled to.
I went to 4 years of Catholic school, and that kind of beat it out of me.
Really? I didn't get to go to Catholic school. I just went to religious instructions and after school and all of that, because I had to study to be a Catholic, so.
No, I didn't do any of that. I did. And my parents were Protestants. I went to Catholic school. It's a wonderful school. I loved the school. I'm still involved as an alumni.
In Brooklyn?
No, I grew up in New Jersey.
Oh,
it was in
okay.
Newark. St. Benedict's Prep in Newark, New Jersey.
Okay.
07102.
07102.
I think.
That was good, though. That was, I mean, I always felt that the kids that went to Catholic schools had a leg up on those of us in the public schools.
Well, this school had near 100% college admission rate.
Maybe I was right then.
Yeah, but we didn't. We were good. We knew what we were doing. So what the school was set up was the students ran the asylum. So it was divided up into 14 groups, and my senior year I got to be a group leader. I ran Timothy Dwyer. And when you're a group leader, you really run the group. I was an adult to make sure that we don't kill each other, but you really are in charge. So I felt that I got a leg up by that.
So, but when you were in high school, you had not been diagnosed with?
No, I was diagnosed in 1997.
In 97?
Yeah. So and I graduated high school in 89, so I've been out for a while.
Oh, okay.
But I knew something was wrong, because when I was diagnosed, I was an emergency medical technician with the Governor's Volunteer Ambulance Squad. And I couldn't walk downstairs because they had this contraption called the stair chair, where you have to take a patient downstairs, but you don't want to put them on a gurney because that would be bad. So they put them in a stair chair and you carry the chair downstairs, and it means someone has to walk backwards carrying a heavy weight. And I just couldn't do it, because if I tried to, I would fall. And I dropped someone onto he was laying in a gurney, and I was trying to raise up the gurney, and I ended up dropping it. That's just because when my hands were positioned, it fell through my fingers, and it was very heavy. And then I lost my balance and dropped someone onto a spine board, which sounds worse than it was because she had a broken leg, not a broken back, and we were getting her out of a very uncomfortable position behind a couch. But after that, my captain took me aside and said, you know, you're good, and you need this, but you need to go get this checked out because something's going on.
And how long did they take to diagnose you? Because
couple months.
Couple of months, okay.
Yeah, ataxia is very rare.
That's what I'm saying. Usually it takes...
I think it's more than 500,000 people has ataxia.
1 in 500,000?
Yeah. So they're really pretty rare.
Wow. Oh.
Yeah, and I'm a lucky one.
Yeah, because you're climbing.
Yeah. Well, I do what I can, because I was watching a video of a person who has MS, who's a runner, and after she's a top-notch runner, and after she runs, she can't feel her feet. And she just collapses, and her coach has to catch her and carry her back. And she ended the video by saying, you know, well, I know that my disease will one day take away my ability to do this, but at least I'll be able to say, well, I could, I did. And that's something I do for ataxia, because I know that my disease will one day take away my ability to climb, but I can at least say that while I could, I did.
And it's progressive then? It's...
Yeah. Actually, I probably should be in a wheelchair. I mean, seriously, I should be using a wheelchair. I use 400 crutches a lot of the time, but I'm going to gradually transfer into a wheelchair. Doesn't mean that I have to stop climbing, just assist all legs and feet and hands and such. 2 of our climbers, gold and silver medal winners at the home, were wheelchair climbers. And they call it campusing, where you use only your hands.
Only your hands?
Only your hands.
Whoa.
It's a serious skill to learn. It's hard to do. I tried it. It's very hard. Can be done, but it's hard.
I'm trying to imagine it. How do you have balance? It's very upper body strength.
It's very upper body. It's totally different than, because when I climb, I get tired in my lower body too, because you use your legs a lot. And my main issue is that I don't have any balance. I have some balance, but not a lot. but obviously they don't have any feeling below the waist, so they can't use their legs at all. They just sort of hang there as a weight.
Okay.
It's a new discipline, but it's up and coming. Initially, when we started, people with spinal cord injuries in wheelchairs were climbing. What we have is an 8 climbing rig, where you have a rope that comes down from the ceiling, and we put in a cinder with a 2-bar attachment on it. 2-bar is like a pull bar, chin-up bar. You just basically, you sit in a harness and you basically pull up, do chin-ups all the way up.
Wow.
And that is actually so much fun. I've done that too. But eventually, the climbers who were doing that got bored with it because you're not really on the wall. They wanted to go on the wall.
So that's like a preliminary to getting on the wall?
Yeah.
Or? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it builds up the upper body. There's one guy who came to climb with us, his name is Q. And he was born in the Bronx or New York City somewhere. And it's a typical urban kid. He was a little pudgy. And he'd had some outdoor experience, but he was fat. And he'd broken his back in a mountain biking accident and then came to climb with us. And it's been amazing to watch his body tone up, and he's not fat anymore. He's still a big guy, but he's not fat.
It's all muscle now.
It's all muscle. And he's one of the first who went from the 2-bar to the wall. Actually, the paranaturals, he qualified to go to home, but he was just starting a job with DOT and couldn't go. At Paranaturals, I think he won the silver.
Wow. And he's only been climbing for?
A little over a year.
So this is a sport that once you dedicate yourself to it, you can become a superstar really quick.
Yeah, well, I kind of feel sometimes like in the adaptive climbing world, I'm using the fact that we're adaptive climbers and there aren't many of us yet. But we're getting big. And once you get really big, I think I'm probably going to drop out. I'm going to have to drop out because I'm just not that good. I'm good, but I'm not that good. Most of the climbers, the professional climbers, like Adam Andra, they've been climbing for over 20 years. And they were basically born on the rocks. They just know how to climb. They climb like fiends. We work harder at it, and it's not perfect yet. Because the way I climb, I'm very, very slow when I climb because my visual acuity is not all there. Like one of the rocks I fell off at the Worlds was because I hate it when I go for a rock and it's just not where I thought it was going to be.
Oh.
And it threw me off. And I just lost everything.
But when you're climbing, it's not like a race. It's like you need to just get to.
No, you just need, it's just, you have to get somewhere. They take away the clock for us. And we don't have time.
Okay, is that just because of, it's because it's the adaptive group, or other climbers have a clock?
Other climbers have a clock, and they have, I think, like 4 minutes or something to their big climb. And we were all on the top rope, and they were all lead climbing. And if we were lead climbing, I wouldn't have been able to do it, because I just don't lead climb. I'm going to start lead climbing, but it's a skill that you have to learn, and I don't have it yet.
Okay. Wow.
And it's hard to learn, because you have to have really good balance when you reach out and clip into a clip, or draw. They call it quick draw.
So is there any way that you can improve your balance, or is there something that you can do to?
Well, I'm very strong, and which is I don't say that toot my own horn, but it allows me to hold on for a few seconds longer than it requires.
Okay.
So that's a good thing.
Okay. Well, I can't say that I'm willing to try it because I've never gotten over my
Well, you could try it. You'd be good at it, I think.
No. You're telling me 25 feet, and that's a 26 feet, and I don't want to climb a regular stair ladder. So no,
that extra foot's a killer. Yeah.
That extra foot is a killer. I mean, if that's something that thrills you,
it does. And I'm not an adrenaline junkie, I don't think. I mean, I like putting myself in situations that could result in my death, but I also like knowing that I'm safe. I'm not stupid. I'm not going to go out there and free climb like Alex Honnold does. Alex Honnold is a very good climber, a professional climber, and his skill is free solo.
Free solo?
Yeah. I mean, he climbs with no ropes or anything. And he's been on 3,000-foot cliffs without a rope. And I would not do that because that would be a recipe for me to die.
How do you do that without a rope? Is there like things in the rocks though that he pulls on, or does he have to plant them in?
No, he doesn't have any protection at all. He just, you're out there with the halts. I guess
that wouldn't do it. There's no holes there.
But you're out there using the first one.
You have to find a hole and then hold on?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's just very, very confident in his abilities.
Wow. Okay.
I'm just not that confident in my abilities. I'm confident that I would fall and there would be a spot.
Okay. I'm a bowler, so I bowl, and
I can't bowl because I can't run.
You don't have to run the bowl.
Yeah, I know there's that ramp, but I don't like the ramp.
You don't need the ramp either. The bowl. You don't.
Yeah.
Okay. And I've had blind people live with us that bowl, and they don't use.
Oh, we have visually impaired climbers as well.
Yeah.
The best one I ever saw was this guy in Hyun. His name was Ati. He was on Japan's team, Team Japan. And when the blind climbers go up, they have to have a spotter on the ground who shuts up their directions to them, 3 o'clock, right, whatever. And I realized that was my left hand, and I was pointing at 11 o'clock, but, whatever. And I'm not a blind climber. This guy, and then the announcer at the gym just quiets down the crowd. Make sure everyone is quiet so they can hear what the instructions are that are shouted to them. And so, Ati was doing his climb, and he was getting pretty high, and we were getting into it. And every time he would make a move, and Ati would just get fed up, and I would be able to hear his instructions and turn around and walk.
Shut up, please.
Then we'd all shut up for a little while and then get into it again. So he did that 3 or 4 times. He ended up winning, I think, the silver.
Okay.
It was good.
Okay, well, this has been a different show, and I'm letting you know now that I really appreciate you coming.
No problem.
And sharing something that's totally different, and hopefully a whole lot of people will come to DeGraw Street or go to your website.
Yes, do go to our website. If you have to sign up for these things, because they have to know who's going and what disabilities they have. But we work with all disabilities.
That's all we can ask.
We cannot do too well with mental disabilities.
Okay, well then you couldn't have me anyway, because sometimes they say I'm a little mental.
Well, sometimes they say I am too.
But we can be there.
But we do what we can. I'm a social worker in another life, so I can handle some mental disabilities. Just not when I'm competing, because I'm very competitive and I want to win.
That's just the competitive edge that you have. Okay, so I want to thank you again for choosing In My Shoes. I'm your host, Hilda K. Brody. I hope to see you real soon. We can be seen on www.bronxnet.org. We're live streamed all over the world. You can also see past episodes on YouTube and Facebook, and I don't know what to say about this. Maybe I'll overcome my chicken tooth, or what do they call that? I'm afraid to climb, and I'm not going to climb. But Mr. Payne climbs, and he's happy with it. It thrills him, and I hope to see you real soon. Thank you so much for choosing In My Shoes.
Got a message for you. Check it out. How many of us offended by the boxers or the saggy pants in our community? I got a song for you. Check it out. Here we go. Come on.
Pull your pants up. 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 Pull your pants up.
Yeah.
It's the new style.
Come on, Colette, talk to me.
Say, Mr. Harris, sagging jeans is an epidemic.
That's right.
One that I've never been a fan of. And I can't stand how these young men, they sagging, they dragging. Come on, pull your pants up. And I know us girls, we in the wrong for not putting these fellas on.
You got the power.
But I'm offended by boxers. And I think that we all should be.
Come on, help me.
Pull your pants up. 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 Pull your pants up.
Why?
It's the new style.
Come on.
Pull your pants up. Pull your pants up.
Yeah.
Pull your pants up. Pull your pants up. Pull your pants up. Pull your pants up. It'll make your mama proud.
Here we go.
We living in a world affected by an epidemic. Sagging jeans and sweatpants is how men living. Need to set the example to make the future right. So hey, our message when we hit you with the chair, right?
Pull your pants up. Pull your pants up. Pull your pants up.
It's kind of catchy.
Pull your pants up. Pull your pants up. It's the new style. Pull your pants up. 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 It'll make your mama proud.
I know you heard your belt say. You know your belt was talking to you this morning. Said, come on, just take